What if I told you that some of the most powerful medicines ever discovered aren't locked in laboratories, sealed in prescription bottles, or guarded behind pharmacy counters, but growing quietly in roadside ditches, abandoned lots, and maybe even the edges of your own backyard? Plants our grandparents recognized instantly. Plants that treated wounded soldiers long before antibiotics existed. Plants that carried entire civilizations through plagues, wars, and centuries without hospitals, pharmacies, or modern medicine as we know it. And yet today, most people walk right past them without a second glance, heading straight for the drugstore for every cut, cough, burn, or ache, never realizing that some of the most clinically validated healing tools in human history are still growing wild, still free, and still working exactly as they always have. What most people don't know is this. Many of these plants aren't just folk remedies. They're backed by real science, modern clinical trials, peer-reviewed studies, evidence confirming what ancient healers already understood through experience and observation. And today, you're about to rediscover them. I'm going to show you 20 forgotten medicinal plants that can fundamentally change the way you think about healing. Plants rank from impressive to absolutely incredible. Stick with me, because number 17 has been used continuously for over 2,000 years, and modern science has now confirmed it works against antibiotic-resistant bacteria. And number 20? It was literally the original aspirin before aspirin even existed, and it's probably growing in a ditch near you right now. So settle in, because once you see what's been hiding in plain sight, you'll never look at weeds the same way again. Number 1, Calendula, the battlefield flower. Let's start with Calendula, also known as pot marigold. This bright orange flower may look cheerful and harmless, but it carries one of the most battle-tested reputations in all of herbal medicine. Medieval soldiers didn't go to war without it. They carried calendula flowers into battle specifically to treat cuts, gashes, and open wounds. At a time when there were no antibiotics, no sterile equipment, and often no surgeons, calendula could mean the difference between healing and infection. They called it the war flower. Calendula officinalis grows easily in almost any garden, producing vibrant orange and yellow blooms from spring through frost. But beneath that beauty is serious medicinal power. Modern clinical trials have confirmed what those warriors learned the hard way. Calendula extracts significantly speed wound healing, including burns and surgical wounds. Studies show it promotes tissue repair, reduces inflammation, and helps prevent infection. The reason it works comes down to chemistry. Calendula flowers are packed with triterpenoids and flavonoids, compounds with genuine anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects. Infuse the dried flowers in oil, add beeswax, and you have a simple salve that helps minor cuts, scrapes, burns, and inflamed skin heal faster and cleaner. Calendula didn't disappear because it stopped working. It disappeared because pharmaceutical companies can't patent a flower. But for anyone who wants effective, gentle wound care without a prescription, calendula is still waiting in gardens everywhere. An emergency room that's been there all along. Number 2, see Buckthorn, the Himalayan skin healer. See, Buckthorn may be one of the most overlooked medicinal plants on Earth. This thorny shrub produces bright orange berries and has been used for centuries in Tibetan, Russian, and Chinese medicine, especially for healing skin and mucous membranes. Modern science didn't just catch up, it sprinted. Hippophae rhamnoids produces berries so rich in vitamins, antioxidants, and essential fatty acids that Russian cosmonauts use see buckthorn oil in space to protect against radiation damage. Human studies show see buckthorn oil improves skin barrier function, speeds wound healing, and reduces chronic dryness and inflammation. What makes it exceptional is a rare omega-7 fatty acid found in both the seed and berry oil, something your body uses to repair mucous membranes throughout the entire system. Clinical trials show improvement in dry skin, eczema, atopic dermatitis, dry eyes, and even vaginal dryness after menopause. See, buckthorn doesn't just moisturize, it heals from the inside out. If you're finding this kind of information eye-opening, this is a perfect moment to hit that subscribe button. We post weekly deep dives like this that save money, restore lost knowledge, and help people take real control of their health, knowledge that used to be common sense. See, buckthorn disappeared from Western medicine simply because it grows in harsh, remote environments, the Himalayas, Siberia, high mountain regions. But today, The oil is widely available, and the plant itself can be grown in cold climates. For anyone dealing with chronically dry, inflamed skin, this berry does what most creams only promise. Number 3. Comfrey, the bone knitter. Comfrey's folk name tells you everything you need to know. It was called Knitbone. For centuries, people applied comfrey root and leaves externally to broken bones, sprains, bruises, and torn tissue, and they swore it made healing happen faster. They were right. Symphytum officinale contains allantoin, a compound that promotes rapid cell proliferation. In plain terms, it encourages your body to repair damaged tissue more quickly. Modern clinical trials show topical comfrey extract significantly reduces pain and improves function in back injuries, ankle sprains, abrasions, and osteoarthritis. And these aren't anecdotes. These are published, peer-reviewed studies. There's an important rule with comfrey: external use only. The plant contains pyrrolizidine alkaloids that can harm the liver if taken internally. But when used topically as a salve, cream, or poultice, it's remarkably safe and effective. Comfrey fell out of favor partly due to safety misunderstandings, and partly because modern medicine shifted focus to imaging and immobilization. But for soft tissue injuries, the ones that happen constantly, comfrey remains one of nature's fastest healers. If you're enjoying this so far, do me a quick favor and subscribe to the channel right now. It ensures you don't miss the rest of this list, because the plants coming up only get more powerful from here. Number 4, Mullein, the lung cleaner. Mullein is that tall plant with fuzzy gray-green leaves and a towering spike of yellow flowers you've probably seen grow along roadsides and vacant lots. For hundreds of years, it was the go-to remedy for lung congestion, coughs, bronchitis, asthma, and chest colds thick with mucus. Herbalists called it the lung's best friend. Mullein leaves contain saponins, natural expectorants that help your body expel mucus instead of trapping it in the chest where infections thrive. Modern reviews confirm Mullein's anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial effects on the respiratory system. Traditionally, people made tea from dried leaves, carefully strained to remove the tiny hairs, and drank it several times a day during chest infections. The flowers were infused in oil for ear infections. Mullein disappeared when cough suppressants took over. But suppressing a cough isn't the same as healing. Mullein helps your lungs do what they're designed to do: clear themselves. Number 5, Plantain, the trailside first aid kit. This is the plant almost everyone overlooks. Not the banana. Plants growing freely in fields, forests, and roadsides, trusted enough to be carried into battle, relied on during epidemics, and passed down through generations, only to be abandoned once synthetic versions arrived. Not because they stopped working, but because we stopped remembering. And as we move deeper into this list, the medicines don't just treat cuts and coughs anymore. They start working on blood, nerves, infections, and systems modern medicine often struggles to address without side effects. Let's keep going.